The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Barton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down. That's Manning. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but Looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". First down, Roberts, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 57 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dive.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
We often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 2nd down now, Roberts. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And here now come the Falcons. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. As they run the counter play. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you got a chance to come back to him. And things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Here we go now.
incomplete. That's Hansen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
All right, let's roll those highlights. Offense out now after the fumble. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Allen's is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Coverage breaks down here, and it leads to a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Falcons have it late in the second. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Browns take it back all the way for the score. Lead now at 14. Still a little time left on the clock. Completion is made across the middle of the field. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Falcons down by 7. And with that, we'll head back to Atlanta where Brandon and Charles are on the call.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run on first down. Roberts. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here we go.
And some space here. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. On second down, Roberts. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Three yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put us through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 35.
And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here we go. Green 39.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Green 39. Green.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5, and on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. They find some open field here. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.